Hi Aquarius, welcome to your 2023 forecast. Happy New Year to you, my darlings. I'm going to pull one card for each month for 2023 and see what's coming up here for the Aquarius collective. So let's go ahead and see January 2023. We have the High Priestess. This is Pisces and Taurus, Pisces or Taurus energies. You could be dealing with a Pisces or Taurus at this time. That might be very significant in your life. Also, if you have Pisces or Taurus placements, there could be big changes and big shifts happening for you in those houses, in those areas of your life. Also, this is a major arcana card. So major arcana cards are going to come up anytime that we're at a significant new chapter in our life. It's a defining time. The things that we're experiencing are directly connected to things we came here to experience, things we came here to master. So there's basically going to be a feeling of change, right? When we have the major arcana cards coming up. And the High Priestess is very much about a boost of intuition, an inner knowing, right? So if you're an Aquarius that you've been seeking answers, or you've been looking for gurus, or you've been even maybe getting readings, you might be finding that instead you're wanting to tap into your own intuition and like you're finding the answers inside of yourself. High Priestess energy is also very charismatic. It's a high level of healing. Chakras are cleared and aligned. You're connected to God, universe, higher power. You have this delicious, powerful energy flowing through your body, and this makes you very irresistible. So don't be surprised if you don't feel that in January, or you do feel in January, that you're getting a lot of attention, and you might be like, what in the heck is going on? Like, I haven't really changed much about myself. I'm the same old me, but yet all of a sudden, people are tripping over themselves to talk to me, to be near me. And so you may be attracting a lot of opportunities in different areas of your life, but in your personal life especially, you may notice that people really want to be close to you. People really might be chasing you persistently. And one of the things you need to keep in mind when you're in the High Priestess energy, not everybody who wants you gets to have you, right? Sometimes these people are just wanting to latch on, or they don't want to do their own work. They don't want to do their own healing, and they want to latch into you, and they want to feed off of you. And the chemistry can feel really intense. So my advice to you, for those of you who are going to find yourself in this High Priestess energy, let people show up. Like, let people prove themselves, or give yourself some time to observe and see, like, is this person doing their work? Does this person have it together? Don't just get caught up in the connection right away, because you could be dealing with somebody who's going to be a bit of an energetic moocher, energy-wise, and that's going to feel amazing in the beginning and then end up feeling really depleting, really exhausting as time goes on. So just don't be surprised if you're in demand and you have a lot of people wanting to be near you. But like I said, observe before you let people in, right? It's a privilege to know you. Keep that in mind. It's a privilege to know you. It's a privilege to be in your space, and you're going to be selective about who you're letting in. We're going to see what card is coming up for you next year for February. Please show us February for the Aquarius Collective. And we have, ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, it's the Star card. Star card in general is a happy, positive card, but it's especially great because you're an Aquarius and this is your card. So for me in my readings, when I'm reading for somebody and your major arcana card comes up, it's telling me that this is the time that you're coming into your full power. You're coming into your full authentic self. You're living your best life unapologetically, unconcerned with the thoughts and opinions of others. You're loving all of yourself, every step of your journey, every aspect of yourself. There's nothing you cringe about. There's nothing you're embarrassed about. There's nothing you're ashamed about. You're like, all of this is a part of my journey. The things that before maybe you beat yourself up about and you thought, oh, these are like flaws that I have, or these are like defects that I have. You're seeing the beauty in them. You're seeing the purpose in them and the usefulness in them. And you're saying, these are not flaws, or these are not defects. These are really great things that I can use to my advantage, that I can apply productively. And so there's this just sense of complete empowerment and confidence and security, and just, like I said, being in your power. And so in February, a lot of you are going to be in this energy, and you're feeling like you're coming into your full self. Now, when I have major arcana cards coming in back to back, we had major arcana for January, we had major arcana for February, and we'll see how many more major arcana cards come up. But when I get major arcana cards coming in back to back, it tells me big changes in a short period of time. So I think you guys are going to really hit the ground running in 2023, and a lot of things are going to be happening from now, at least in the first couple of months, January and February, where there's significant breakthroughs, there's significant unblocking, right? The star card is like the worst of it is over. We can expect for things to get better now. We're making long-term plans that are actually taking root, that are actually taking shape. Some of you in February may be getting some kind of really positive exposure where you're being seen, like maybe you're making a name for yourself in your chosen field or in your chosen work, or like there's a spotlight that's being shown down on you and you're being seen, you're being recognized, you're being noticed. Those of you who are more involved in creative endeavors or self-employment, your business might all of a sudden really take off and become very well known. You may have social media that's going viral. You may have some kind of big break if you're doing something like acting. You might get a role where people are like, oh my gosh, aren't you the person that was in this movie or in this TV show? Or, oh my gosh, like you're starting to get recognized. So there could also be something here with the star card of like being seen, being acknowledged, being celebrated, this kind of energy in February. So in March, let's see what we have going on in March. I can't even make this up. Guess what? Another major arcana card. All right. I'm curious how many of you have Pisces, Taurus, well, you have Aquarius, right? If you're watching this, you have an Aquarius placement. But other than Aquarius, I'm curious how many of you have Pisces, Taurus, and Leo placements. If you do, if you have Pisces, Taurus, Leo placements, Aquarius, all of this together, I would say the first 3 months is going to be a doozy for you of 2023, but in a good way. In like a way where you feel, wow, like we're really moving, we're really going. Things are really happening very quickly. Strength card here. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. If you have Leo placements, there could be big changes, big shifts happening for you in those houses, in those areas of your life. I do feel here, Aquarius, like something is happening where you're receiving in March a tremendous amount of support. I feel like people are really showing up for you. People are really having your back. It could be a person, like one person, but I feel a sense of like being looked out for, being taken care of. Not like you're like in a defense, like a defenseless state, or you're all, fragile, but like people are wanting to be there for you, or somebody's wanting to be there for you, somebody's wanting to step up for you, somebody's like, I got it, I'll handle it, let me help you with this, let me do this, let me take care of you. Like, I feel like there's someone or some people that are really catering to you. And typically the strength card is going to be vulnerability, commitment. It's a card that comes up for me where like you're going out on your own in a situation and you're seeing how much you're able to conquer, how successful you are, you're thriving. And along the way, you find that commitment, you find the loyalty, you find the allies kind of energy. But I feel here in March, not that you're going on the quest. I feel like you've already been on the quest, and you're getting to that part of the strength card where like that ally is here. That ally has shown up. That ally is like, let me defend you, let me protect you, let me be there for you. And like I said, I don't feel like you're like in a weak energy or frail energy. Like, look at her, she's good, but that lion is still there watching out for her. That lion is still there, like, you know, ready to handle business if need be. And that's the energy that I feel is coming up around you. I feel some of you also may find that there's some kind of added security around you. Some of you may be doing work where you're getting like a higher security clearance, or you're working in like buildings where there's more security, or you may be moving into a home that is more secure, or you may be doing things to bring security into your home. It's not typically a message I get with the strength card, but for some reason this is coming up around Aquarius. I feel a sense of like protection, like you're protected. Obviously for some of you this is going to be spiritual and energetic protection, but I do feel for some of you there's a sense of like being guarded or being protected. This could also be a person that's very protective of you, right? Like kind of old school, or like old fashioned, or like, you know, looking out for you. I just feel a lot of protection around you in March, Aquarius. It's a beautiful energy. This could also be that you're beginning to manifest like more loyal people in your life, people who have your back, people who are not gonna let other people speak negatively about you when you're not around. If you are an Aquarius that's focusing on love life and relationship, maybe you've had situations in relationships where you haven't gotten along with your partner's friends or family, or you've just had a pattern where you date somebody or you're in a relationship with somebody and their friends and family talk real negative about you, and maybe you feel like they let it slide, or they tell you, oh, Aquarius, you know, like they just need time, just give them time, they just need to get to know you. And you're like, wait a minute, no, like this isn't cool, this isn't okay. I feel an energy in March where this is shifting. This is changing. So in an existing relationship, you may notice that your partner is beginning to stand up. Your partner is beginning to say, hey, you know, you can't talk about Aquarius like that. I'm not okay with it. I'm not having it. If you're a single Aquarius, you're manifesting a partner who's not going to let people talk negatively about you. If their friends say anything negative about you, if their family says anything negative about you, they're going to shut it down. Right? And because it's the strength card, it's not going to be in a drama-filled way where there's fighting and arguing and tension. It's just in a very firm, very respectful, very firm, but very final kind of way. We're not doing this. This is not a conversation we're going to have. End of story. Like they're just shutting it down. And so maybe this is something as a part of your healing. We are going to be in the first 3 or 4 months of 2023 still under that Taurus lunar eclipse energy. And so this may be one of the things that you're manifesting in terms of stability and security. Someone who has your back, someone who's showing up like a rock, someone who's protecting you and defending you. It's really beautiful energy. We're going to move on to April here, my darlings. April 2023 for the Aquarius Collective, please. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, you might say, Amethyst, what in the heck is this mess? You're giving me all this happy cards and you're coming at me with Four of Pentacles. Well, Four of Pentacles comes up in a few different ways, okay? Four of Pentacles can mean that we're really kind of being cautious with our finances. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you're having financial trouble. It could just be that you're beginning to see certain things happening on the economic front, and so you're beginning to be cautious. Like you're battening down the hatches, so to speak. You're like, oh, I think there's going to be some rough economic weather ahead, so I'm taking my preparations now. I'm being cautious now, right? I'm making sure I'm not spending frivolously. People might be coming to me and asking me for money. I'm not just loaning out money left and right, right? Like, so there could be something here in terms of like caution with your finances. I do feel that in April, a lot of you Aquarius are coming into this energy where there's a sense of like ownership of your money or ownership of your funds. So if you're going into a marriage or you're going into a relationship, you may be going into it where you're wanting to define very clearly like what you're going in with. Like, hey, I came in with this and this is mine. So if we're doing anything in terms of the relationship, you know, here's what's going to be communal, like for the both of us. Here's what's going to be relationship assets, relationship property, relationship money. But this other stuff, this is mine. This is separate. And so I feel there's some kind of a financial boundary that you're setting. And this could, again, be in connection with that security, that stability that you're coming into, and something that makes you feel safe, something that makes you feel secure. I feel, Aquarius, some of you have just had this experience in your life where the people around you, maybe your siblings or maybe even your parents, tended to like try to take credit for your accomplishments, or if you were doing something, like they all wanted to be a part of it, they all wanted to get into their hands into it, like you could never have your own thing. And so I feel like you're coming into it like, this is my own thing. This thing is mine. Like, yes, we're a couple, yes, we're together, but this is the hands off. This is what's off limits. And so I feel you're protecting certain assets or a business or, I don't know, an LLC or something you might have. And you're making it very clear that this is not going to be shared. Four of Pentacles can also sometimes come up when we're coming into a time of deliberate celibacy. And so what do I mean by this? Sometimes people are celibate and they don't want to be. They're celibate because they don't get a chance. Or they don't like, the people they want to be with don't want to be with them. The people that want to be with them, they don't want to be with those people. So sometimes it's not on purpose. But when I see the Four of Pentacles, it's like it's on purpose. So some of you may be feeling really guarded about your body and about your physical space. You might be like, I need to have my own physical space, or like, I'm not free use over here. You know, like there could be some kind of thing where it's like you're setting boundaries with your body, and you're setting rules about your body. And this, for some of you, could be a part of your healing, a part of your stability and security. Next card coming up here, let's look at May 2023. Holy cannoli, it's gonna be a big year for you guys, Aquarius. It is gonna be a big year for you guys. You have so many major arcana cards coming up. Death. This could be Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. That might be very significant in your life. If you have Scorpio placements, there could be big changes, big shifts happening for you in those houses, in those areas of your life. But the Death card is very transformational. The Death card can be the ending of cycles and the beginning of new ones. It's very much Phoenix rising from the ashes. Like that Phoenix bird energy, very transformational. It's not going to be like the Tower where it's hitting you out of nowhere. Like, you know it's time for change. You know it's time for the next thing. You know that this end is coming. So with this Death card, I'm feeling more a sense of transformation, changing, and shifts. And I feel, Aquarius, like you're going through such a big shift that in May, some of you are going to have people coming up to you, people you've known for a really long time, and they may say things to you, Aquarius, like, I don't even recognize you anymore. Or I just feel like you're changed, or you're a completely different person. And a lot of it is because of those boundaries. Keep in mind that in April you have the Four of Pentacles. In April you have these strong boundaries. Like you're drawing the lines, you're guarded. And this might end some relationships. And you know what? This might be a very good thing for you, right? In the words of Rumi, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. And so it could be that people are feeling or sensing like, okay, Aquarius has these boundaries. Aquarius is, really kind of laying it down. And so as you have these loyal people coming in, you may also have some people who are falling away and who are like, they don't like this new you. They don't like this new you because it's no longer convenient for them. And you know what? But that's a good thing for you, because convenient for them was inconvenient for you. And now there's no more of that. So in April, you're setting down these boundaries. You're setting down these rules. You're not being as generous as maybe you used to be. You're thinking of yourself. You're like, self-preservational in like a positive, healthy way. And so in May, there may be people falling away who just, they don't like it. And you'll hear, you've changed. You're not the same. I don't even recognize you anymore. And they may be saying things to try to get you to feel bad about it. But guess what? I don't feel like you're going to feel bad about it at all. I don't feel like you're going to feel bad about it at all. And so there could be falling away of the things that no longer serve you. But again, as these things are falling away, I feel like you feel it's time. I don't feel like you're sad about it. I don't feel like you're crying about it. You're just like taking a big breath of fresh air. Like just, like just enjoying that burden falling off your back. Let's look at June. June 2023 for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ooh, we have victory. Overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles, beating out the competition. So June is going to be a good time for overcoming any kind of obstacles you've been dealing with or challenges. Six of Wands is very victorious. Okay, it's like beating out the competition. You may be receiving some good news in June that you've been chosen or selected for something. So if you've put in for something earlier in the year, then in June you may be getting good news like you've been selected, you've won, you've got the job, you had the winning bid or the winning offer or whatever it might be. Six of Wands can also come up when there's some kind of vindication or validation. I see this card come up sometimes when a truth is being revealed. So if you have been dealing with any kind of situations that people have been speaking negatively about you or spreading gossip or lies about you, things could be happening in June where the truth is being revealed. And people are like, oh, well, you were saying all this stuff about Aquarius. Okay, well, it sounds like you're the one who was doing all that stuff, not Aquarius. So there could be some kind of vindication or validation, anybody that's been lying about you. I do feel also it's going to be here where with the Six of Wands, I'm getting a feeling or a sense of like freedom, like it's done, it's over, like this is a game changer, like this is changing things moving forward. So it almost feels like a new beginning to me, the energy around this card. So you may be breaking free from a long-lasting struggle, something that you thought you weren't going to be able to get out of, okay? For some of you, this could be getting out of like a really big debt or a really big, agreement or settlement or something that's allowing you to wrap things up and move on. So maybe there's just something that's been a really big headache and you're finding a way to get out from under it. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's finally over. I don't have to deal with this anymore. Let's see what's coming up here for July. July, please, for the Aquarius Collective. July. And we have the Hermit. Big year. Big year for the Aquarius collective. Oh, maybe I'll just a little bit closer. Big year for the Aquarius collective. This could be a Virgo energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. That might be very significant in your life. If you have Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, could be big changes, big shifts happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. I do feel here that with the Hermit, there's something coming here for some of you, either a significant teacher that you might be studying with in terms of like beliefs and modality, but like to train yourself up, right? Like something that is giving you your bearing, your footing here. Those of you who are looking to do something in terms of spirituality or spiritual gifts, you may be manifesting someone that's kind of showing you the ropes or giving you some direction, but not, remember how we had in in January, the High Priestess, where you're tapped into your gifts and you're going within for answers. I don't feel this teacher is giving you answers, but rather I feel guidance. Like this is how you can move forward. This is how you can do things. So maybe those of you who are wanting to do some kind of spiritually based business, this could be a course or a workshop of some kind, or a teacher that's helping you, kind of navigate how to put yourself out there. Not so much someone who's telling you how to be what you already are. There could also be, for some of you here, a significant soulmate that might be coming in. Sometimes for me in my readings, the Hermit can be a soulmate in a love relationship that's holding up a mirror to us. That's kind of, we've had similar experiences, we've gone through similar things, and so like we see ourselves in one another, and we see where we're hurt, we see where we need healing, we understand ourselves better by seeing them and their experiences. Like it mirrors ours, and like we have certain epiphanies. So for some of you, there could be a mirror aspect with the soulmate here with the Hermit card. Let's see, where are we now? This is July, correct? Let me see. January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, this is July. Let's see what we have coming up for August. August, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. August, please. And we have you and Capricorn. Holy cannoli. Big year. Another major arcana card. And I've shuffled this deck. I've shuffled it so many times. I've done readings with it, but yet here we are again. Another major arcana. Hangman is awakening. How funny that it's coming after the Hermit. How funny. Aquarius, a lot of you are having a massive spiritual shift. Okay? A lot of the shifting I saw with Capricorn was coming out of long-time blockages. The shifts I'm feeling for Aquarius is like this spiritual ascension, this energetic ascension. And with the Hangman, there may be a little bit of a pause because our angels and guides are giving us an opportunity to see what we haven't been catching, or to see what, we've kind of been missing about a situation. It's like the things that you've been putting out into the universe are about to come in. You're manifesting. But your angels and guides might know that there's something about what you're manifesting that might be disappointing for you. Or you might be like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. So your angels and guides are giving you a moment to see that. So in other words, what could be happening in August for you guys is going to be that your preferences might start changing. You might start to realize, I don't really want that. I was taught to want that, or I was programmed or conditioned to want that, or I used to want that, but I've outgrown it. And so a lot of you might be kind of redoing your cosmic wish list or your manifestation list, and you're finding like an easier way to feel the way you want to feel. Like your how is changing. You may have had really complicated hows, like, oh, I'm going to feel accomplished when I accomplish this particular goal, and it's like that's what you're trying to manifest, because you think that when you finish that goal, you're going to feel that way. And your angels and guides might be like, oh, no, you're not going to feel that way. Do you really want this? Do you really want to do all this work? And you might be like, oh, there's an easier way to feel how I want to feel. Or there's an easier way to get what I'm after here. So some of you have been trying to manifest the how versus the what. And this hangman is saying that there's going to be an awakening, and you're going to see that. And you're going to start manifesting quicker and more efficiently. And just life is going to get easier. I feel like life's going to get a lot easier as you're having this realization and as you're having this epiphany here with this hanged man energy, right? Like there's an easier way of doing things. Let's see what we have coming up here for September for the Aquarius collective. Let's move this one out of the way. September. We have the King of Pentacles. So in work situations, this can be very promising. This could be like a raise, promotion. This could be a big offer, an agreement, a contract. Now, the thing about the King of Pentacles for me in my readings, some of you have heard me say this before in the other YouTube videos. This is a card that comes up a lot of the times for me in my readings over the years when there's a really big opportunity coming in. Typically, it can be in career and work because this is a pentacle card, and so we associate pentacles with money, and so it can be something around career. It doesn't have to be. It could be something in your personal life or like living arrangement, things with physical security. But I see this card come up a lot where there's a really big offer coming your way. And you might think, oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. Like, I would love this. But I think they're making a mistake offering this to me. I must have left a really good impression. They must think way better about me than I actually am. And if I accept this offer, it's not going to be long before they go, oh, Aquarius isn't what we thought Aquarius was. And so we made a mistake. Never mind. We don't like Aquarius. We don't want Aquarius. And so like we think that they're going to get rid of us or they're going to fire us. And so we're tempted to turn down the offer and to say thank you, but no, because we think that there's just, no way. Like we're not good enough for it, or this is some kind of a mistake. And the King of Pentacles comes up to tell me, or to say in my readings anyway, that you have the Midas touch right now. The works of your hands are blessed, and that this opportunity is here because you're ready for it. It wouldn't be here if you weren't ready for it. It's here now because you're ready for it. You're going to do well. And so for some of you, this could be a job offer. It could be a promotion. It could be, for some of you, a relationship, or an opportunity to move or to relocate or something like this. And you might say, oh, I don't have what it takes. But you do have what it takes. King of Pentacles sometimes comes up for me in my readings to say you have what it takes. Overall, in general, you can expect that you have really prolific, really successful energy when the King of Pentacles is around. That you're going to be successful in your endeavors. And like I said, you have the Midas touch. This could also be an earth sign person. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. If you have Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus placements, you might not be having big changes or big shifts in those houses or areas of your life in September. However, you might be kind of making improvements in those areas of your life, or you may be focusing or working on those areas of your life. Not necessarily, but sometimes it can be the case. We're going to see what's coming up here now for October. Please show us October 2023 for Aquarius. Holy cannoli. This is insane. This is major arcana card after major arcana card. You guys are going to have big changes. Big shifts in 2023. You've had so many major arcana cards come up. Now, here is the Lover's card. This could be Gemini energy. So if you have Gemini placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you might have big changes in those houses or in those areas of your life. You may also be encountering or dealing with a really significant Gemini, some of you. Now, Lover's card can be romantic relationships. So you may be manifesting a significant relationship. If you are in a relationship already, and this is like a fairly solid relationship, there could be something happening for you in October where you're reevaluating the relationship. You might be asking yourself, do I want to continue in this relationship or do I want to go? You might have, some of you in an existing relationship, you may have an old love resurface and be like, Aquarius, I messed up. Like, I should have been with you. I should have chosen you. It's my fault. I didn't have my life together. And they might be, for some of you, even groveling this person. And you might be asking yourself, what do I want to do? Do I want to stay in my relationship? Do I want to leave this relationship and be with this old love? Some of you could be thinking about how much work the relationship is and wondering, like, is it worth all of the work I'm having to do? Is this worthwhile? Because, yes, the Lover's card can be about love, but it's also about choices, decisions, sacrifices, and figuring out what do we want and what are we willing to do to get it. If you've been feeling blocked in love, I do feel, based on your other cards, there's gonna be love coming into your life early on in 2023, like a significant soulmate. But you might kind of hit these rough waters in October where all of a sudden you begin to encounter certain obstacles, not with the person you're dating, not with the person you manifested, but with other things in your life that are beginning to interrupt or interfere with your love life. And before you didn't see, before you didn't realize, but because of all of the shifts and changes, you're awake now and you're going to see, oh, this is really negatively impacting my love life. I don't really know if I want to be dealing with this situation, if it's going to get in the way of me having a healthy love life. Some of you may be deciding to change jobs. You may be realizing, oh, my job is really getting in the way of me having a life. I don't want to have a job that doesn't allow me to live a life when I'm not working, or I don't want to be working so much or under so much stress that there's nothing left for me to have a personal life or to have a love life. So some of you may be looking at your career and making changes in career or work. Some of you could be like, oh, my friends and my family are really like nitpicking or really like kind of digging or like stirring up drama. And you may be looking at those relationships and you might kind of say, I don't know if I want this person to know so much about my life, or I don't know if I want this person involved in my life at this point. Or it could just be an issue of boundaries. Like, I can't be there for you 24/7. I need a life of my own. I need to have alone time with my partner. I can't be on call 24/7 for all kinds of emergencies. Like, I can't be to the rescue all the time. And so for some of you, October is going to be a time that you're seeing the things that have kept you from having a healthy, happy, successful love life that have gotten in the way. And you're going to make decisions. Is this really worth me sacrificing my love life? I don't know what your circumstances are. Maybe some of you might say, you know what, it is worth me sacrificing my love life. Other ones of you, you might say, not so much. I don't want to make these sacrifices anymore. I want to have a happy love life. I want to focus on my relationship. So there could be, again, here, like boundaries around like your time, your space, your energy, like do not disturb. Let me be with my loved one. This kind of energy in October. Let's see what we have coming up here in November for the Aquarius collective. So in November, my darlings, November, please. November 2023 for the Aquarius collective. Look at this. 10 of Cups. Happiness, fulfillment, contentment in every area and every aspect of your life, right? Traditionally, a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance. And over the years, 10 of Cups has gotten typecast as marriage and babies. Now, some of you could very well be manifesting marriage and babies. If that is your happily ever after, you may find that in November 2023, you've reached this, right? Like you're married, you're living together, married couple, maybe there's a baby on the way, or maybe you've given birth, or you're talking about kids or starting a family. That could be happening for some of you. But keep in mind that happily ever after is going to be different for different ones of us. We don't all have the same happily ever after. Some of you have been there and done that. You got married, you had the babies grew up and had babies of their own and are off living their life, and you're like, okay, well, now what? Right? So it's not always going to be marriage and babies. For some of you, that could be what you're manifesting. But this is whatever your happily ever after is, in a sense of inner peace and happiness, fulfillment, and contentment in every area of your life. Your finances, your friendships, your family, your home life, your spiritual life. It's happiness in every way there is to be happy, and just a sense of inner peace here with this 10 of Cups. So this is very positive energy. I do feel that for some of you, there may also be some kind of coming together or celebrating, like a family reunion, or somebody, almost like a 4 of Wands. Even though this is 10 of Cups, I feel a 4 of Wands energy around it. And so I feel there could be some kind of gathering also, where you're just feeling very happy, you're feeling very surrounded by love. If you're like, well, I don't know, I don't have a family, it could be that you're having a sense of family here through a relationship or through your partner's family. But I feel a sense of like coming together and like having a really good time. Like, and I get a lot of laughter. It's really positive energy coming up around this card. So I do feel just a sense of joy, just complete joy, a sense of security, stability, a sense of home. It's very positive, very happy energy. Let's see what we have coming up for December, our final card for the Aquarius collective. So what we have coming up here. The cards aren't wanting to come out. Oh, wow. Okay. You have another major arcana card. And this is called the Well. Not every tarot deck has this major arcana card. This particular deck does. So again, big shifts, big changes. This is going to be a big year for Aquarius. The Well is a sense of nurturing. It can also be that you're having ideas come to you as you're spending time in nature. So you may be feeling a desire or a longing to connect with nature, or that earth energy, that earth kind of vibe. And so you may be also finding that ideas are coming to you in that space. So ideas for inventions, or ideas for like improving your life, or helping people, or just doing things that might be exciting or adventurous for you in your life. I'm feeling a sense too here with this well card. There's a sense of just strong inspiration, just really, really inspired energy. So you might be ending the year thinking, wow, like this was a great year, really good things happened. You might be having more confidence because of the year that you had in 2023, that as you're in December of 2023, you're already looking to 2024 and you're just like a kid in a candy store. You're just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and no, I want this, no, I want that. So I feel like you're already like planning. You're already thinking of all of the things that are going to happen. Not, oh, I hope to do this or I want to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. So I just feel a sense of like, you just have like this shopping list in your head or this to-do list in your head, and you're not even questioning if you're going to get it done or if it's going to happen, because I feel like you're so confident from the 2023 you're having that you're going into 2024 like ready. Like you're going in there with your list of, this is everything that I'm going to do in 2024. So really hitting the ground running. Big changes, big shifts. As always, when we're going through shifts this big, be gentle with yourself. Try not to pack your schedule too busy. You know, give yourself time to rest, take naps, be and sitting in your emotions or feelings, and you know, just do what you can not to push yourself so hard. I know it's kind of tempting to push yourself when there's such big energy moving through your life and things are moving and flowing. You want to really kind of just, you know, strike while the iron's hot and keep going. But try to pace yourself. Try to pace yourself. You don't have to get everything done all at once. And just enjoy the shifts that are coming in. Alrighty, my darlings, you may want to watch your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. If this is none of those, I will have a list in the description of the video that will take you to the other 2023 forecasts. And so it'll be easy for you to find all the different zodiac signs. I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous 2023. Take care and be well, my darlings.